Good morning. How are you? Thank you so much for stopping by Mimi's Abundant Life. I am Sandy. I am the creator of this channel, and you could call me Mimi. My name is Sandy. I don't have a problem with that. You can call me Mimi or Sandy. Thank you so much for coming by. If you're new, welcome and introduce yourself. I would love to have you join our community. We have such great people here. I have the best channel. I really do. I love you guys. It's a safe place. It's your little safe haven. I do a little bit of everything. And today I have a question for you, and we're going to get right into it. Okay, today's question is the day before Thanksgiving, correct? And today's question is sweet potatoes or yams? Which do you prefer? I grew up always having yams. My mom always bought yams. She said yams were better. Then when I got older and she'd send me to the store, it was make sure you get your yams. And they would be in two separate sections of the produce section at the grocery store. You would have sweet potatoes and yams. And I don't know which one. I think yams might have been a little more pricey. I don't know. I'm not sure, so I don't want to say for sure. But I was on the phone the other day with my friend Helen. Hi, Helen. And she brought up a real good point. Whatever happened to yams? Okay, so she's a little bit older than I by a few years. And she said her mom always made yams. And I said, yeah, my mom did too. I said, what is it with the yams? You can't find them anymore. You could only find sweet potatoes, like fresh. So we were talking about it, and I think she Googled something, and it said that people call sweet potato yams and yams sweet potatoes, but they're not the same. I'm like, okay, it's not the same. Then what is it? What's the difference? So yesterday, I was dead tired in the middle of the afternoon, and I'm texting with another friend of mine, and I said to her, I have a question for you, because now Helen really had me going, right? I said to her, what's the difference between sweet potatoes and yams, and why can't we find yams anymore? I says, my exact words were, I haven't seen them since, came around 5 years ago. And I says, it kind of disappeared, like with double and triple couponing. It just disappeared. So she did a little more in-depth research. Now, mind you, she was exhausted from prepping for Thanksgiving. I had been up since 2:30 in the morning. This was like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We both said we were going to go lay down and take a nap. And we were so intrigued by this that we never even relaxed, okay? She says, we're supposed to be taking our naps. But it was on our mind and we couldn't get it out of our head. What is the difference? So she looked it up. Lo and behold, yams are found in, she said, more like a Caribbean market. You will find fresh yams. It's a Caribbean vegetable, whereas sweet potato is more like, I guess, an American vegetable. I don't know how we had them before in the regular stores and now we don't. And it got me thinking, were they lying before and just saying that the yams were yams? Or are they lying now by saying yams are yams? And I'm going to point that out to you in a minute. So all this time, they had two separate areas, sweet potatoes and yams. But I was always taught that the yams were sweeter and to buy the yams. And they were better. That's what it was. They were better. They were bigger. They were huge. I don't know. I do know this. We don't go through a lot of sweet potatoes. I'd like to maybe try them, like baked, try to get away from white potatoes so much. But for the holiday, I picked up some of these. Now, I have these. This is the Aldi brand, okay? It says on here, Yams. Cut sweet potatoes in syrup. It says yams, and then it says cut sweet potatoes. Go over to Bruce's brand, okay? Yams, cut sweet potatoes in syrup. The ingredients in the Bruce brand, let's see, sweet potatoes, water, and sugar. Okay, It's like a light syrup that you do when you're canning. It's not very sweet, but it's just a little bit. The Aldi's brand. Sweet potatoes, water, and sugar. Folks, we've been had. We've been had. So next time you want to call somebody a little sweet potato, I don't know, are they a yam or are they a potato? Anyway, that's the question of the day. What do you call them? What have you always called them? Do you find that they're different now? It's sort of like when you buy the one pie pumpkin for pumpkin pie to make a pumpkin pie. It says on there that it's squash. But yet you can go make a squash pie with the one pie can of squash and it doesn't say pumpkin. Somebody make this make sense to me. That's it. I'm going to go have my coffee and try to figure this out. Helen, it's all your fault. It is all your fault. All right, you guys have a good day. Don't forget to watch my channel. I had some great 3-ingredient recipes for this week and or for any time, really. And yeah, I'll be back with some more videos. I hope you all have a great day. Thanks for watching.